Hey guys, CC Hialeah here. We're back again with another history video. Now today we will be going over a location that's very well known to many CEC fans for their stages. And that place is Dallas, Texas. However, I won't be just going over Chuck E. Cheese, because I will be exploring Billy Bob and his friends here at Showbiz Pizza, since they have history within this city. So in today's video, I'll be going over the entire 44-year history of one of the most unique locations out there. From two Showbiz pizzas to their changes over the years, including fan favorite to their unfortunate futures, maybe a bonus or two. This is the history of the Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas.
Appearing tonight on 3 stages at Showbiz Pizza Place, the Rock of Fire Explosion. Summer vacation is real swell.
And starring the greatest fresh baked pizza made to order.
Over 60 new games and rides.
We have it all.
So before we go over the history of Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas, let's go over the history of the two brands. Chuck E. Cheese was founded on May 17, 1977 in San Jose, California. It was founded by Nolan Bushnell, who was also the founder of Atari. He wanted to create a place where families could hang out and play arcade games. As for Showbiz Pizza's history, it was founded on March 3, 1980 in Kansas City, Missouri. It was founded by Robert Brock, who was also the founder of the Brock Hotel Corporation. He was originally a franchisee with Pizza Time Theater, but then saw other companies making more advanced animatronics and wanted to start his own company, with the help of Aaron Fechter, the founder of Creative Engineering. However, even though Chuck is the star of this video, Billy Bob and his friends at Showbiz Pizza made it to the Big D first, with a milestone location.
When you come to Showbiz, there's always something new.
We make pizza good,
And we make it fun for you. At Showbiz Pizza Place, we've got good times for everyone.
3 times every day, Showbiz surprises customers with 20 minutes of free rides and games. New and fun! Showbiz surprise rides and games.
At Showbiz, we make pizza good. And we make pizza fun.
The Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas, Westmoreland, opened on September 15, 1982, to the joy of locals. Not just because it was a new restaurant, because it was the 100th Showbiz Pizza location to ever open. And because of this, we do have photos and videos of what the location looked like when it first opened. So, let's take a look. Starting off with the exterior, it looked like any Showbiz Pizza at the time. It had the 1980 Showbiz Pizza logo with the red, orange, and yellow colors that also go for the interior as well. They had a large game room with over 60 arcade games. Now, like usual, I will not be going over the games and rides this location had to offer. They also had a salad bar, and sold other food items such as ice cream, sandwiches, and even beer for the adults, that is. And of course, the pizza. There were two dining areas in the Showbiz Pizza. The first being the sports room, aka the quiet room, which had a large TV displaying sports games and had rustic decor of winning sports teams like the Dallas Cowboys. The second dining area was the main dining area, referred to as the showroom. This is where you could get the real entertainment provided by the Rock of Fire Explosion animatronic band. This band of animated animals performed on 3 stages, performing popular songs and performing comedy routines. The characters on the stage include Rolf the Wolf and his puppet Earl, Duke LaRue the drum-playing dog, Fats Geronimo the gorilla on the keyboard, Minty Mozzarella the lead female singer who's also a mouse, Beach Bear on the guitar, Billy Bob Broccoli the bear who's also on the guitar, and also the mascot of Showbiz Pizza, and last but not least, Looney Bird the drunk bird who lives in a can and drinks gas. They also had prop characters that would appear from time to time, such as the sun, the moon, Choo Choo the bear cub, and the birthday spider named Antioch. There's also rumors that they had the Uncle Clunk animatronic and the Santa Claus retrofit in the mid-80s. However, I couldn't find any evidence. They of course had a Billy Bob walkaround that was used when the band wasn't performing and when there was a birthday party. They held several events like teen nights on Friday nights where teens can get together, and they had everything from neon lights to lip sync battles. They also held colander nights on select Wednesdays where you could decorate colanders and win prizes from them. They also held a grand opening party on September 15th, 1982, in which Billy Bob can be seen getting to the location on a hot air balloon. Honestly, it was pretty cool. I wish I was around in the 80s. The 80s seemed like a cool time to be around. And finally, Billy Bob appeared outside of the Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas, Westmoreland. In the late 80s, they received the 1988 remodel, which introduced the 1988 Rainbow Showbiz Pizza logo with the colorful checkers, which also go for the interior as well. They also had the blue and white awnings, neon signs, blue booths, wood paneling on the walls, the movie parody posters, and new games and rides. As for the animatronics, they received a major change, mostly on the Billy Bob and Looney Bird stage. The backdrop was changed from Smitty's Super Service Station to Showbiz Pizza Campground. This was done to make the stage look more unique compared to other Showbiz Pizzas. I should also mention that this was not exclusive to Westmoreland. The mid-80s would see another entry in the restaurant. As you all know, in 1984, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy due to the video game crash of 1984. Then, Showbiz Pizza would buy off all their assets. And then in 1985 or 1986, Pizza Time Theater and Showbiz Pizza would merge into one company, forming Showbiz Pizza Time Incorporated. And with the merger came a rebranding of the company and its stores. And the characters can now cross over with each other. So beginning around 1986 or sometime in the mid-80s, Chuck E. Cheese would make its official debut at the Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas, Westmoreland. However, little did people know is that Chuck's stay was going to become a little more permanent than we all thought it would be.
When you feel grumpy, frumpy, down and dumpy, icky, creepy, crabby, weepy, yucky, mad, or just plain sad, then you need Chuck E. Cheese. Then you feel happy, giggly, glad and wiggly, wacky, bumptious, silly, scrumptious, funny, giddy, zany, witty, sassy, crazy, upsy daisy, all at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid
As we entered the early 90s, the Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas, Westmoreland was still going strong. But behind the scenes within the Showbiz Pizza Time Incorporated company, things were going anything but strong. You see, the company was trying to get the rights to the Rock of Fire explosion, but Aaron Fector, the creator of the band, did not want to give up the rights. So then they created a process that would make a Showbiz fan's spine tingle. This move was called concept unification. Concept unification was this process where the Rock of Fire explosion would become extinct, be stripped down to their max, and be replaced with the Chuck E. Cheese characters, aka Munch's Make Believe Band. Rolf the Wolf became Chuck E. Cheese, Mitzi Mozzarella became Helen Henny, Fast Geronimo became Mr. Munch, Beach Bear became Jasper T. Giles, and Duke LaRue became Pasquale the Chef. The prop characters were also replaced. The Sun became The Building, Choo Choo became Munch Jr., Looney Bear became Pizza Cam, and Antioch was removed and replaced with the Wing. The Moon, however, stayed behind. This change to the animatronics wasn't the only thing that changed, as the whole company was rebranded and the Showbiz Pizza name was dropped and replaced with the Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza branding, though some stores did keep the name. Dallas Westmoreland did not keep the name, which, speaking of Westmoreland, I couldn't find the exact date when they received concept unification, but it was sometime around 1991. You could actually watch the full concept unification tape on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. So sometime in 1991, when they received concept unification, they received some new CEC decor like the oil paintings of the 5 main characters, and some new games and rides with CEC branding. As for the 3-stage, Chuck had the tuxedo outfit, Munch had the sunrise organ front, and Pasquale had the orange swirl drum front, or as I like to call it, the concept unification drum front. And finally, they kept the Showbiz Pizza Ballads, which is pretty cool. Though there are some Showbiz Pizza locations, well, Chuck E. Cheese locations that keep the Showbiz Pizza Ballad. But that's a story for another day. In the mid-90s, a minor remodel took place, which introduced the record posters, wall planters, and artifact shelves, as well as some new games and rides. In addition, the 3-stage also received the Gen 2 latex masks. Munch would also receive the Munch's Make Believe Band organ front, and Pasquale received a blue variant of the Rock of Fire drum front. In the late 90s or early 2000s, they received the 1993 remodel, which introduced the classic Cool Chuck logo with the red and yellow awnings, as well as a brand new exterior, which basically replaced the original exterior, which had been around since 1982. They received the Warhol posters, parody posters, the 1993 watercolor poster, removing the ball pit in favor of the sky tubes, and new games and rides. The animatronics also received major changes as well. For starters, in 2000 to 2001, all the latex masks each of the characters had on were replaced with plastic masks, except for Munch Jr. because he was removed by 2003. And finally, Chuck received the Cool Chuck outfit. In 2003 to 2004, the restaurant received the 2003 remodel, which is the prototype of the 2005 remodel, which introduced the Cool Chuck Avenger Chuck hybrid logo, purple walls, the oil paintings of Pasquale, and the Phase 3 art in portrait frame. The showroom walls and balcony seating were also removed by this point, and new games and rides would be added. they wouldn't receive the finalized version until 2009 to 2011. They would receive the Avenger Chuck thumbs up logo with the purple red awnings and brown and white checkers. New carpeting would be added, fluorescent lighting was installed, new decor would be added like the kids posters, the garden posters, and also new games and rides would be installed. As for the 3-stage, Chuck received the Avenger outfit, and the 3-stage would have paneling added. However, things were about to change for the company. You see, in 2012, Chuck E. Cheese's sales were starting to decline, so they introduced Rockstar Chuck, and with the new Chuck came a rebranding of the company in stores. So beginning in the summer of 2013, the Rockstar Chuck walk-around would debut at the Westmoreland location. But by September of the same year, the bot's hat was removed. However, in 2015, he would receive the Rockstar shirt. Speaking of 2015, this is the time when the animatronics started to show their age, with Chuck and Helen's arms not being able to move right, and the rest of the band being a little stiff. By 2017, they were in worse shape, with Pasquale staring at the ceiling for no reason, and all the characters having little to no movements. It was also around the time when the sky tubes were removed. However, the 3-stage would be fixed by 2018. As we enter the 2020s, the Chuck E. Cheese in Dallas, Texas, Westmoreland was still alive and well, and survived the COVID-19 pandemic. With a few changes, like new games and rides would be added, and the curtains on the 3-stage were closed during the pandemic, which is pretty cool to see, especially in 2020. By 2021, the stage went downhill once again. The animatronics would unfortunately remain like this for the rest of its lifespan. It's also worth mentioning that Chuck switched back to his Avenger shirt. However, the next year, the band would take their final bow.
Spring into Chuck E. Cheese with me! Because right now, you can play more than ever before. Every game is now just 1 point to play at Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid.
Sometime in August of 2022, the Chuck E. Cheese's in Dallas, Texas, Westmoreland would undergo its next remodel, which is of course the monstrosity known as Chuck E. Cheese 2.0. This didn't really come off as a surprise since the stage was already in bad condition, but it was still sad to see since this was the 100th Showbiz Pizza location to open. Anyways, what changed? Starting off with the exterior, it saw some major changes with the green crappy Microsoft Paint no eyebrows Chucky logo, with the brown circular designs and the new CEC font on the building. Oh, and they also got new black doors. Moving on to the interior, this is where the major changes took place. All the old store art was trashed and replaced with new subway looking art. The walls were painted, new carpeting was installed, new booths were also installed, light fixtures were installed, and they would add some new games and rides. And finally, the main change that took place. The main change that 2.0 was best known for, unfortunately. They removed the 3-stage and the animatronics! That's right, the animatronics that were there for a month prior to its 40th anniversary were now gone. As for what happened to them, they were unfortunately destroyed. As for what replaced the animatronics, it was none other than a crappy ass dancer on the giant video wall. they have the 2021 model dance floor, which was just a giant TV dug down to the ground. The grand reopening, I believe, was held on October 28, 2022 with the unique show tape playing. Unfortunately, there's no videos of the show tape. However, there's still some things to talk about even after the 2.0 remodel. Sometime in the summer of 2023, the Westmoreland location received the trampoline zone. And then most likely, by 2025, they would receive the Ninja Course, aka the Superhero Playground. And that brings us to today. As of May 2026, the Chuck E. Cheese in Dallas, Westmoreland, Texas is still alive and well, and surviving the 2.0 remodel. It currently has a 4.1 star rating on Google. If you want to visit the location, the address is located at 7110 South Westmoreland Road, Dallas, Texas 75237. While you're there, make a video. And now, with the Westmoreland location out of the way, let's move on to one of the most well-known locations. You guessed it, it's time to talk about the Old Montfort location. Strap yourselves in and get popcorn, because this is going to be an interesting ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, Showbiz Pizza Place presents all new shows.
Well, Fest is here, no doubt, and the music goes down and round.
Showbiz Pizza Place is the most fun place in town, with over 60 new electronic games, the finest pizza, salads, and sandwiches around, and Billy Bob and the Rock-a-Fire Explosion entertaining in all new shows every few minutes. Now, more than ever, come for the pizza, stay for the fun.
The Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Montfort, Texas opened on January 26, 1983 to the joy of locals. It was the 154th Showbiz Pizza location to open. Thankfully, we do have photos and videos of the location when it first opened, so let's talk about it. The exterior was pretty much the same exterior as Westmoreland, though it is kind of like in a shopping center or something like that. But it had the 1980s Showbiz Pizza logo with the red, orange, and yellow colors, which also go for the interior as well. And speaking of the interior, they pretty much had the same games, same rides, same food, same sports room, and the Rock-a-Fire Explosion was present at the location. On November 28, 1983, a new thing was featured at the Old Montfort store called ShowScan, which was a 3D glasses concept without the 3D vision. However, the animatronics would go through a major change in 1985, with a new concept called the Magic Stage. The Magic Stage changed the Rock-a-Fire design to a musical magic type of stage, which is pretty cool to see in my opinion. Possibly by 1987, it was changed back to normal, and ShowScan would be discontinued. Like mentioned before, Pizza Time Theater went bankrupt in 1984, so Showbiz Pizza bought off all their assets, and then by 1986 or 1985, they merged into one company, so they can now cross over with each other. So beginning around 1986 or sometime in the mid-80s, Chuck E. Cheese would make his first appearance at the Old Montfort location. However, in 1988, something would happen that no one outside of Showbiz Pizza Time would know about. And I think you all know what I'm talking about.
What would you kids like to do today? Goodness, would you look at this?
Chuck E. Cheese, you can act like a kid. You'll have more fun than you ever did. You can laugh, you can play, you can do it your way.
Boy, what a day.
Chuck E. Cheese,
What do you kids want to do tomorrow?
where a kid can be a kid.
On October 3rd, 1988, the restaurant received the 1988 remodel, which introduced some new decor, new paneling, the blue and white awnings, and also the same rainbow Showbiz Pizza logo that was introduced at the Westmoreland location. However, the most major change happened to the animatronics. As mentioned before, the company was trying to get the rights to the Rockafire explosion, but Aaron Fechter, the creator of the band, did not want to give up the rights. So then they created a process that would make a Showbiz fan's spine tingle. This move was called concept unification. However, like any stages, they would need a test concept or a prototype stage. And this was a little bit early than most locations would receive this concept. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare yourselves for the most stupendous, spectacular, fantastic, and phantasmagorical entertainment event of a lifetime.
the Concept Unification Prototype Stage. The CU Proto was a prototype stage of the 3-stage created in 1988 and was only installed in this location. The animatronics were converted into different characters, unlike the finalized 3-stage. Mitzi Mozzarella became Chuck E. Cheese, Fats Geronimo became Helen Henny, Beach Bear became Jasper T. Giles, like usual, and lastly, Billy Bob became Pasquale the Chef. Now, unlike Westmoreland, Old Montfort kept the Showbiz logo until around 1990. The only known footage of the stage comes from around July 2024, which shows Chucky with his red vest and derby hat, as well as whiskers, marking the only time an animatronic was seen with whiskers. Helen kept her Broadway design, and Jasper pretty much had the same fit seen on the Rocker and C stages. Munch was nowhere to be seen. This is the only known footage of the Concept Unification prototype stage. However, the stage didn't really last long, as it was pretty much a test concept, but the next stage will. In June 1990, Montfort would undergo concept unification once again, but this time into the finalized version. We actually have footage which comes fresh off the process from June 1990. Fun fact, Montfort was the first location to receive concept unification. The characters were converted normally, with the exception of Jasper, because he received new cosmetics. The first known footage of Montfort's 3-stage comes from around 1990, which shows the Concept Unification show tape from November 1989 playing. And it's pretty much one of the most well-known footages of Montfort, especially with the 3-stage, playing Together We Got It, as it would be uploaded to the official Chuck E. Cheese's YouTube channel in 2017 with the same song, but the 2017 remake. In 1991, the location would be featured in several training videos, mostly with the 3-stage, including walk-around training tapes. Then, around 1993 or 1995, the location would receive the 1993 remodel, with the record posters, artifact shelves, the prototype 90s booths, and new games and rides, as well as the Sky Crawl, which is the prototype of the Sky Tubes, and the removal of the former sports room. However, what many people may not know is that Showbiz Pizza Time was working on another new concept stage. And if you're a true CEC fan, you all already know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know, let's just say, it's adventure! On August 11th, 1996, the process began on the removal of the 3 stage. Brian Hagen, who helped install the next stage, uploaded this video in 2022. Brian Hagen was previously a technician at the Mobile, Alabama location, and was best known for making these several 3-stage set designs between 1995 and 1996. And this video would be recorded by Chuck's then voice actor, Duncan Brannon. The process was completed 10 days later on August 21st, 1996. Introducing...
Hey, look who's here! How you doing, everybody?
The Awesome Adventure Machine. The Awesome Adventure Machine stage was created in 1996, and it features 2 giant TV screens, a bunch of gadgets and gizmos, and a 22-movement Chuck E. Cheese bot created by Animation World. When the stage was first installed, Chucky was given a sports outfit and a blue hat, which would later change into a gray hat in 1997. In 2022, the first known footage of the Awesome Adventure Machine stage was uploaded to YouTube, which was basically showing the stage performing the Chuck E. Cheese 20th anniversary show tape from April 1997. And only 3 show tapes were produced for the stage, which would be the July 1996 show, aka the Awesome Adventure Machine show, the Chuck E. Cheese 20th anniversary special from April 1997, and the August 1997 show. Then, recently in December of 2025, we had received footage of the location, which would show the entire store, including the stage, which is pretty cool. However, things wouldn't last long, as it was deemed to be a technician's nightmare to repair if it broke, and it was really expensive. However, Chucky would not give up his solo act, as this next concept would go on to be spun off into different stage variants. On October 3rd, 1997, just 19 years after the installation of the CU prototype stage, the Awesome Adventure Machine would begin to be dismantled and destroyed. The stage would be replaced with a new stage known as the Studio C Alpha, aka just Studio C. The Studio C Alpha was a stage made to look like a talk show, and it features 3 TVs, an interactive console, a blue screen, an interactive camera, an Apple TV, a bird animatronic named, well, Bird, and of course a 32-movement Chuck E. Cheese bot created by the Garner Holt Company. Fun fact, Montfort became the first location to debut the Studio C concept, which would basically go on to be one of the most common bots throughout the 2000s and into the early 2010s, and be featured in basically half of the Chuck E. Cheese locations across the United States. When the stage was first installed, Chucky was given a talk show outfit. But other than that, nothing really changed. Though, in January 1999, the store would be featured in the song Tickets to Ride, which was filmed in late 1998, and was pretty much Jeremy Blado's first full song voicing Jasper. Sadly, this would be the last footage from the store, as the store was ready to pack up. However, there is a good ending to this. Sometime in December of 2001, the Chuck E. Cheese's in Dallas Montfort, Texas, the old location, would close down permanently after 18 years in operation. The reason why they closed is because they were going to relocate to the new location, which was located just a few minutes down the road. Because of this, the location was gone, and some things were sent to the new location while others were removed. As for the Chuck E. bot, he was sent to the Monroe Valley, California location, until he was destroyed during their 2.0 remodel in December of 2022. Which makes me wonder, why didn't they send the old animatronic to the new location? Who knows? Anyways, for the next few years, the location remained abandoned until around 2010, when the Target next door expanded and now remains as office spaces. Additionally, part of the game room and showroom remains intact even after 25 years of being abandoned. Well, almost 25 years. And that brings us to today. As of May 2026, the old Montfort location remains as a Target office spaces. If you want to visit the location, the address is located at 13125 Montfort Drive, Dallas, Texas 75240. While you're there, make a video and see if there's any remnants of this legendary CEC. Anyways, let's move on to the next location, another well-known location, the new Montfort location.
There's a place you can choose your cooler place just for kids where the good times roll. It's a real cool place to be a kid. You're cool. You can choose your cool Chuck E. Cheese. Cool, cool stuff. Choose your cool. You can choose your cool at Chuck E. Cheese's. Choose your cool at Chuck E. Cheese's. Cool, cool.
The new Chuck E. Cheese's in Dallas Montfort, Texas opened on December 21st, 2001. It was a relocation of the old location, which was around from 1983 to 2001. The location was very different compared to the old location. It had the 1998 remodel, which features the classic Cool Chuck logo with the red and yellow awning. As for the interior, it was mostly the same as the old location, with the same games, same rides, same decor, with the exception of the must-see TV posters, as those were brand new, and the showroom walls and balcony seating are absent, as this location opened during a different time. As for the animatronic, they had a similar stage as the old location. They had a Studio C Beta. The Studio C Beta, aka Studio C 2000, was a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic stage created in 2000 and features 3 TVs, a large swirly design, a blue screen, an interactive camera, and a 16-movement Chuck E. Cheese bot created by the Garner Holt Company. However, since this is an early beta stage, they have a 32-movement bot, which makes me wonder, why did they send the old bot to this location? Why didn't they do that? It's a weird thing, but who knows. Though it is also worth mentioning that Chucky received the Cool Chuck outfit. This location would be featured in a song in the April 2002 show called Go to Chuck E. Cheese's, which gives us a look around the store. Man, how nostalgic.
Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to.
In 2004, just like the Westmoreland location, New Montfort received a 2003 remodel, with the finalized Avenger Truck logo, purple and red awning, painting the walls purple, the oil paintings of the Pasquale were added, and the art were put in portrait frames, and new games and rides were added. In 2007, New Montfort would be featured in several CEC media, such as the new 2007 training tapes, and also, in September of 2007, it would be featured on the 2007 remake of Every Boy, Every Girl for Chuck E. Cheese's 30th anniversary, which is really cool.
Every boy, every girl, every kid around the world should have a place to laugh and sing and play. Now the kids are having fun, but we've only just begun. We'll be rocking here tomorrow like we're rocking here today. We'll be rocking here tomorrow like we're rocking here today. We'll be rocking here tomorrow like we're rocking here today.
However, CEC had another plan up their sleeves in 2010, which, once again, you guys should already know what I'm talking about.
It's the new ticket blaster for the birthday kid. Only at a reserved Chuck E. Cheese's birthday party. Step in and grab as many tickets as you can. It's a blast at Chuck E. Cheese's.
Where a kid can be a star.
In April 2010, Montfort would receive the 2010 remodel, with the floors and lighting, new carpeting, new adventure truck decor, some we will talk about soon, and new games and rides. Around this time, CEC would test a new stage, and the Studio C beta was removed and replaced with the one and only Star Stage.
This is a party, and I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. Party. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day.
The Star Stage was created in 2010 and made to resemble a recording studio, featuring 2 window TVs, the return of the singing flowers from the Rocker and C stages, a Pasquale animatronic, and the same 32-movement Chuck E. Cheese bot created by Gunnar Holt. They would also feature a camera for the showroom used for birthday parties. When the stage was first installed, Chucky received the Avenger outfit, and the TVs were made to look like windows. They also had a sign for the new at the time Ticket Blaster. They also featured these character portraits for the stage, referred to as the Star Stage posters. Then, in 2011, the store would be expanded on the right side of the building, with now the wall being torn down, relocated the posters, and the sky tubes were downsized. The Star Stage had also installed new flat screens too. Sadly, this would be the last major change to occur on this rare stage, but something happened behind the scenes that would cause this major occurrence.
Follow me to fun. Follow me to fun. Everyone's invited. Just thinking about it gets me all excited. Pick your partner, pick your game. Every token plays one game. Making friends, acting silly, flat out going Chuck E. Cheesy. Follow me to fun. Follow me to fun. Follow me to fun.
2012 was quite a year for CEC. For starters, the company would begin to decline in sales, which they would introduce Rockstar Chuck, which of course meant change was coming. And also, the same year, longtime director of entertainment Robert Gotcher, who had been with CEC since the early 90s and the creator of the Star Stage, was fired. And the position would go to another longtime member of the entertainment department, Jeremy Blado, aka the voice of Jasper.
Well, actually, I've been daydreaming about taking some time off for a long trip to some exotic place far, far away. Maybe Florida.
With Gotcher now gone, Blado wanted the Star Stage to be removed. And of course came with a new stage concept that would actually be expanded during this time. The Circles of Light stage.
Summertime is my favorite time of year. You know, everything is greener. And I've been waiting such a long time. Don't know why it took so long to get here. But now that it's here, I'm gonna make the best of it. Enjoy every minute of the wonderful atmosphere. And I've learned it's not just a love of mine. All around the world, people love the summertime.
The Circles of Light stage was created in 2012 and it features circles with LED lights, 2 flat screens, and a big screen TV, and a 16-movement Chuck E. Cheese spot created by the Gunnar Holt Company. However, Montfort kept the same 32M bot, which, yet again, makes me question why didn't they keep the bot from the old location? When the stage was first installed, Chucky was given his full Avenger outfit. Well, he still kept it from the Star Stage. However, this would be the only thing to happen to the bot because no other changes happened. But by August 30th, 2012, the bot was removed in favor for the platform for the walk around. Wow, a few years prior to 2.0 and Chuck E. Cheese began removing animatronics. I guess this was the downfall of the animatronics, I guess. Anyways, the bot was sent to the old Port Orange, Florida location, which would open a year later on December 26, 2013. And the bot would remain at the location until September 27, 2022, when the location was destroyed by Hurricane Ian. The bot survived. However, corporate destroyed the bot. Again, fuck you, CEC. In April 2013, the stage would be featured in a song cover of One Direction's What Makes You Beautiful. One year later, in 2014, the location would receive an interactive dance floor as seen in the Do the Chucky video, which foreshadows a certain remodel that we all know and hate. In 2015, the location received the 2015 remodel with the 3D Rockstar Chuck logo and modified purple and red awnings. They would also receive the multicolored walls, Rockstar Chuck decor, and new games and rides. As for the Circles of Light stage, the platform was removed, leaving only the wall. Around this time, the Sky Tubes were removed and replaced with Chucky's Laser Challenge, which this concept was tested at 6 different locations, including my local. However, the Sky Tubes were replaced with these Play Tubes, which I'm not really sure if they're the Sky Tubes or not, but they still remain. In 2019, 2 windows were added to the kitchen near the bathroom. As we enter the 2020s, the Chuck E. Cheese in Dallas, Montfort, Texas was still alive and well, and survived the COVID-19 pandemic with only a few changes, such as the Laser Challenge being removed, new games and rides being added, and the Sky Tubes were replaced with the Play Tubes like I mentioned before, that were closed off after 2020, which makes me wonder, are these remnants of the Sky Tubes? I'm not sure.
Yes.
However, by May 2023, the location would undergo the monstrosity known as Chuck E. Cheese 2.0. However, most people didn't seem to care since Montfort had been botless for 10 years at this point. Also, you may be wondering, why didn't I include this in a separate chapter? Well, it's because the location had been botless for 10 years, so I thought, why not just include the 2.0 portion in the same chapter? Anyways, what changed? The exterior had the new Microsoft Paint No Eyebrows Chucky logo with green, followed by brown circular designs and the new Chuck E. Cheese font on the building. As for the interior, they saw some minor changes. The walls were painted to white, new carpeting was installed, new subway art was also installed, and new games and rides. They kept the booths since this was a refresh. The refresh is a cheaper version of the 2.0 remodels where stores can keep their booths and flooring. The most major change was the addition of the 2021 model dance floor, which is just a giant TV dug down to the ground. And just like South Austin, Texas, they would keep the Circles of Light stage. I'm not sure when the grand reopening was held, but it was likely in June 2023. Speaking of June, on June 22nd, 2023, the location kicked off the Summer Concert 2023, featuring the debut of the Bella Bunny Walkaround, and an appearance by then CEO David McKillops. The most recent change to occur was in 2024 when they received the Trampoline Zone, followed by the Ninja Course in 2025. And that brings us to today. As of May 2026, the Chuck E. Cheese in Dallas, Montfort, Texas is still alive and well and surviving its 2.0 remodel. It currently has a 4.2 star rating on Google. If you want to visit the location, the address is located at 13364 Montfort Drive, Dallas, Texas 75240. And while you're there, make a video. And there you have it. That's all locations of Dallas, Texas. But there's one more place I'd like to talk about.
When you see Chuck E. Cheese, he'll sing and play his games. You'll jump and shout and dance it back, 'cause Chucky knows the way. The games will ring, the games will buzz, excitement's in the air. The bells will clang, the sirens sound, and you'll be glad you're there. Chuck E. Cheese's, Chuck E. Cheese's, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater.
There's a Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater near you.
Welcome to the bonus chapter of the history of Chuck E. Cheese's and Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas. In this chapter, I'll be talking mostly about the animatronic changes at Department 18. Well, the old building. So let's get into it. In 1983, this office would open as the Showbiz Pizza corporate office for programming. The Rockefeller explosion, moving on to the creative engineering in Orlando, Florida, and they would be installed in this building as well as creative engineering, of course. In 1986, after the merger of Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese would move out of Sunnyvale, California, bringing the half-body animatronics to program here, and also the old portrait bots that would be used for display. Just like Old Montfort, in 1988, they would convert the Rockefeller explosion into the CU prototype stage, later converting into the finalized 3 stage in 1989, with the CU installation tape being filmed here. In 1990, the Cyberamics would have a diagnostics tape with the 3 stage following in 1991 and 1993. In 1991, they would also receive the road stage for programming, and Chuck Cyber would receive a tuxedo outfit and full body. The next year, in 1992, they would receive a 2 stage with full bodies, now followed by a 1 stage in 1993, with the diagnostics tape following with the iconic skit comparison with the May 1992 segment 3 show tape. There's also rumors about a 2 stage installation tape being a thing, but right now it's lost media. Then, in 1996, they would have the Awesome Adventure Machine for programming, which would be removed by 1997. In 1998, they would install the Studio C Alpha stage, following after, with the diagnostics following after. In 2000, the tux on the 3 stage was replaced by a Cool Chuck outfit, and the plastic masks were installed. On the Studio C, the talk show outfit was replaced by a Cool Chuck outfit, with Chuck's Cool Chuck hat being backwards to represent the current design at the time.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
In 2002, a 3-stage diagnostics were filmed, featuring the skit comparison Party Place from April 2001.
Chuck E. Cheese, the partiest place to be. Always love to see ya, always glad you came to dance with the show and play all the games. Chuck E. Cheese, the party place to be.
Another Studio C diagnostic would happen in 2004, which that year, the outfits were changed with the Avenger outfits on both the 3-stage and Studio C bot. By this point, Helen had received the orange Cheeto-looking hair. Then, by 2013 to 2014, the Studio C Chuck received the Rockstar outfit. And sadly, in 2015, they would close down the office and relocate to Irving, Texas, which the 3-stage was converted into the CU1 stage, and the Studio C would basically just be featuring the talk show set. And that's it. And there you have it, the history of Chuck E. Cheese's and Showbiz Pizza in Dallas, Texas. It's really crazy how much history there is behind it, from being a Showbiz Pizza to the many test stages and even corporate history. It's really cool. It really sucks they closed and remodeled these locations. Anyways, thanks for watching. Dallas, Texas has had an interesting journey of stages, and it was really cool to explore. Correct me in the comments if there's any wrong info. My next video will be covering an interesting part of Chuck E. Cheese history, and one of the most important parts of Chuck E. Cheese, and why it's so beloved by the CEC fans. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave a bad comment, never miss a new video, join the Discord. Anyways, we out. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys next time.
What place is a kid's favorite place to be? That's right, it's Chuck E. Cheese's. And who is every kid's favorite mouse? You got it, it's Chuck E. Cheese. And here he is right now with his band, the Chief Executive Officer of Fun, Chuck E. Cheese.
I took a picture of my favorite place. It puts a big old smile on my face. I sit here staring and I really wanna go. So many colors and lots of sounds. See people smiling, nobody frowns. Silly cause I want some Chuck E. Cheese. I took a picture of me and Chucky just outside the Sky Tubes. And when I look at my favorite picture, I can see that there is so much to do. It's got me jumping up and sitting down, wishing we could go to town to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. I took a picture of me and Chucky just outside the Sky Tube. And when I look at my favorite picture, I can see that there is so much to do. It's got me jumping up and sitting down, wishing we could go to town to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to.
It's so fun to eat the food and play the games. No wonder this place is so cool. Every time we go, it's such a great
too. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, I wanna go to Chuck E. Cheese, I really want to.